Have you ever wondered how understanding your enemies, avoiding negativity, and strategic planning can help you gain power and influence? Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power can be broadly classed into 5 categories based on the theme. Category 1. Adopt a power mindset. Category 2. Communicate powerfully. Category 3. Adopt behaviors that enhance your power. Category 4. Take decisive action. Category 5. Avoid these potential pitfalls. This video explores all the laws in Category 1. Adopt a power mindset. You'll learn how these rules help you think strong, avoid negativity, and plan smart. Law 2. Be wary of friends, use enemies. Friends can become envious and undermine you, while enemies, if promoted, can prove their loyalty. Therefore, use your enemies. If you lack any, create some. We instinctively turn to friends for help, but this can be risky. You don't truly know your friends, as they often agree with you to avoid conflict, hiding their true feelings. In power positions, hiring friends is risky because you need skill and competence over friendship. Friendly feelings can interfere with necessary actions. When you hire a friend, their hidden qualities surface and the favor unbalances the relationship, leading to resentment. More favors worsen the situation. Enemies, however, can be co-opted and become great resources if you overcome past grievances. Enemies keep you alert and focused, preventing laziness. They enhance your reputation among followers as you appear as a fighter for the people. Open opposition is better than hidden enemies. Talleyrand, Napoleon's foreign minister, allied with Fouché, the head of the secret police, who had previously tried to kill him. Despite their past, they shared a mutual interest in thwarting Napoleon. Although they failed initially, their alliance proved beneficial later. Friends can be useful for risky tasks and as scapegoats. Choose a friend who is close, but not too important for such roles, as you might lose them. Using enemies can make you appear strong and resilient, increasing your standing among supporters. Law 10. Misery is contagious. Avoid it like the plague. Miserable people spread negativity like an infection, drowning you in their problems. Avoid them. Instead, seek out happy people to share in their good fortune. Some people suffer due to uncontrollable circumstances, deserving sympathy. However, others bring unhappiness upon themselves and spread it. These individuals are infectors who will drag you into their misery. You can't change them, they will change you. Chronically miserable people, due to their intensity, affect those around them profoundly. They often paint themselves as victims, hiding that they cause their own problems until it's too late, and you are entangled in their web. Watch for these characteristics of infectors. They bring misery to themselves and others. They have tumultuous histories. They've left behind a trail of failed relationships. They've had unstable careers. They possess overwhelming charisma that clouds reason. Seek out those who attract happiness and success. Positive traits like friendliness, charm, creativity, and generosity can positively influence you. Despite being a conniver, Talleyrand was gracious, charming, and witty. Napoleon kept him around to absorb these traits. Similarly, associate with people who have qualities you lack. If you're moody, befriend cheerful people. If you're stingy, connect with generous people. Avoid those with your flaws to prevent reinforcing negative traits. Lola Montez, a charismatic courtesan, left a trail of destruction in Europe. Men who tried to help her were ruined. In France, a newspaper owner lost everything. In Munich, King Ludwig of Bavaria was forced to abdicate after being involved with her. In England, she destroyed an army officer's life. She finally moved to California, where she had another failed relationship before turning to religion and dying at 43. There are no exceptions. Associating with miserable people brings no benefits, while positive associations only bring good. Law 19. Know your victim. People react differently to deception, so understanding who you're dealing with is crucial. Avoid those who might waste your time or seek revenge. In pursuing power, everyone must be treated differently based on their nature. Recognizing and understanding the types of people you deal with allows you to respond effectively. Failure to comprehend your targets can lead to wasted efforts or even trouble. The 5 most dangerous types of people are: 1. Oversensitive and egotistical. These people react violently to perceived slights. 2. Insecure and fragile. These people harbor hurt feelings and retaliate with calculated small attacks. 3. Pathologically suspicious. Driven by paranoia, this victim has developed a distrust of everyone, making manipulation risky. 4. Cold and calculating. This type plans revenge quietly, without immediate reaction. 5. Slow-witted or literal. This type lacks imagination and falls for straightforward deceptions. A powerful Shah insulted Genghis Khan, assuming he was weak. Khan retaliated, proving both sensitive and formidable, leading to the Shah's downfall. Khan was oversensitive and egotistical. Joe Fury, a con artist, underestimated a Texas rancher's sensitivity to being swindled. The rancher pursued revenge, dismantling Fury's entire operation over 5 years. The rancher was insecure and fragile. Henry Ford's literal thinking thwarted art dealers trying to sell him paintings. They presented a book showcasing the art, but Ford saw no need to buy the paintings since the book sufficed, causing the dealer's efforts to fail. There are no exceptions to understanding people before engaging with them. Law 23. Focus your efforts. Concentrate your resources and energies where they will yield the greatest benefit. Avoid spreading yourself thin across multiple tasks or goals. Many people lose effectiveness due to distractions and divided attention. Prioritize your goals and focus intensely on the most critical ones. This focus prevents the dilution of resources and increases the chances of success. Ancient kingdoms like Rome and Athens fell because of overexpansion, leaving them vulnerable to multiple attacks. In contrast, the Rothschild banking family thrived by concentrating their efforts and maintaining cohesion within the family, excluding outsiders and ensuring their business operated smoothly like a well-oiled machine. While concentration is generally beneficial, there are downsides. Over-reliance on a single resource, depending too heavily on one person or source, can backfire if that resource fails. Lack of flexibility. Rigidity in focusing efforts can make it challenging to adapt to changing circumstances. Risk of tunnel vision. Focusing too narrowly may cause you to miss opportunities or threats in peripheral areas. Law 29. Plan the ending. Make detailed plans with a clear endpoint, anticipating all possible outcomes without succumbing to wishful thinking. Stay committed to your path and avoid distractions. Many people mistake wishful thinking for future planning, leading to unhappy endings. Detailed and foresighted planning mitigates risks and maximizes success. Otto von Bismarck exemplified this law by meticulously planning steps toward a united Germany under Prussian leadership. 1. Inciting war with Denmark to stir Prussian nationalism. 2. Inciting war with Austria for Prussian independence, avoiding territorial expansion. 3. Inciting war with France to unite German kingdoms against a common enemy, achieving national unity and security. Bismarck's restraint after reaching his goal prevented further aggression, focusing instead on maintaining peace and stability. While flexibility is necessary due to uncertainty, clear goals and comprehensive planning enable effective adaptation. Without these, improvisation risks failure. Law 35. Get the timing right. Anticipate and align with shifts in power dynamics. Wait for the opportune moment to strike decisively against opponents. Timing is critical in the pursuit of power. To survive and thrive while others falter, recognize pivotal moments and align strategically. Be patient, but poised to act swiftly when the time is ripe. 3 ways time can be viewed and managed. 1. Take the long view. Plan strategically over the years, maintaining patience and readiness to capitalize on future opportunities. Resist emotional impulses and provocations, as demonstrated by General Ieyasu in 17th century Japan. 2. Force your opponent's hand. Act swiftly to unsettle opponents' plans by imposing your timing, as Mehmed, the Turkish Sultan, did with Hungary through strategic delays and sudden demands. 3. Finish the job. When the moment arrives, execute your plans decisively without hesitation, ensuring a conclusive outcome. Joseph Fouché navigated turbulent political waters in France by adeptly reading shifts in leadership, avoiding entanglements from fallen regimes, and knowing precisely when to assert himself or remain discreet. There are no benefits in disregarding timing and merely following the tide. Effective power relies on strategic control and decisive action. Law 36. Ignore small problems. Sometimes it's wiser to ignore minor provocations rather than responding. Reacting can amplify small issues, diminish your stature, and elevate the importance of the provocateur undeservedly. The main principles. Ignore minor offenses. Ignoring small problems can demonstrate power by showing that they are beneath your attention. Avoid wasting time. By not engaging, you sidestep being drawn into unnecessary conflicts or distractions. Withdraw attention. Denying attention to those who seek it from you weakens their influence and preserves your superiority. Avoid overreaction. Responding disproportionately to minor provocations can backfire, making you appear petty and elevating the offender's status. Minimize attention to mistakes. Bringing attention to mistakes often magnifies them. Sometimes it's best to let them fade on their own. Here's how to execute a strategy of disdaining what's bothering you. If you can't obtain something, avoid drawing attention by complaining. Act disinterested. When attacked or making a mistake, act as though you didn't notice or respond defensively. If caught in a mistake, acknowledge it calmly and redirect the narrative positively. President Woodrow Wilson escalated a minor incident with Pancho Villa into a major conflict by sending a large military force to capture him in Mexico. This move not only failed, but also boosted Villa's popularity, turning a manageable situation into a costly embarrassment for the U.S. The exceptions to the law. Beware of creating lasting resentment when using disdain as a tactic. Monitor potential repercussions. Publicly ignoring someone may require vigilance to ensure they don't escalate the situation out of spite. Law 41. Chart your own course. If you succeed as a great person or a famous parent, create your own path. Sharply separate and distance yourself from the past to establish your unique identity. Succeeding a great leader or famous parent is challenging because their success is already established. There's outside pressure to continue on the same course, but true power requires appearing larger than life. Create your own identity, style, and symbols to stand out. Let's look at some examples. 1. John F. Kennedy versus Dwight Eisenhower. Kennedy differentiated himself by making the old look stodgy and the new vigorous and exciting. 2. King Louis XIV built Versailles and established his own rituals, rejecting those of the past. 3. General Douglas MacArthur burned the manual and any copies of instructions from predecessors, making his own decisions during World War II. To succeed, boldly break with tradition, embrace challenges others avoid, and continually recreate yourself. Sometimes adopting successful strategies from the past is wise. Avoid rejecting something useful out of spite, but remain vigilant of emerging rivals. Law 48. Be elusive. To maintain advantage, be flexible, fluid, and unpredictable. Avoid being easily understood or pinned down by opponents. The essence of this law lies in formlessness, the ability to adapt, change, and remain unpredictable. By adopting a formless strategy, you deny your opponents a clear target, making it difficult for them to devise effective countermeasures. This approach allows you to maneuver freely, exploit weaknesses, and seize opportunities that arise from unpredictable situations. Avoid rigid adherence to systems or strategies that can be easily anticipated or countered. Instead, remain adaptable and responsive to changing circumstances. T.E. Lawrence employed formlessness during the Arab Revolt, blending into the desert to evade the Ottoman forces until striking unexpectedly. James Rothschild maintained a calm and unreadable demeanor in hostile environments, allowing him to navigate political changes and grow his business without becoming a target. In ancient Sparta, despite initial military success, Sparta's rigid focus on infantry and lack of cultural adaptability led to its decline when faced with changing geopolitical landscapes and cultural shifts. Embrace formlessness to maintain initiative and keep opponents reactive. By remaining unpredictable and adaptable, you dictate the flow of engagements and force adversaries into defensive positions. This approach allows you to exploit vulnerabilities and control the pace of conflict. If you like this content, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to this channel to be notified for new content. As always, thanks for watching.